Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode, I'm going to be doing another one of my metaphorical story-based hypnosis sessions that have no rhyme or reason to them, but they kind of take you on a bit of a journey that will enable your unconscious mind to kind of fill in the gaps. The leading expert, I think, at this kind of ambiguous, metaphorical way of doing hypnosis has to be Milton H Erickson, and he was able to use his voice and his tonality to create metaphors that enabled people to facilitate changes that they wouldn't have done if it was in the authoritarian direct suggestion approach. And stories are one of the best ways of doing that. And I think that's why, whether it's kind of Aesop's fables or children's fairy tales are so pervasive and popular after centuries, is because as humans, we find meaning within stories and then link them to our own lives. And sometimes there is, values that we learn, or insights, or ways of thinking, or different approaches that we can have. So this is the third of a series of 3 hypnotic stories using ambiguities and kind of different settings to take you on a journey where your mind will fill in the gaps and make it useful for you. So find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a feeling of calm and relaxation, and as you exhale, allow, if it's safe to do so, your eyelids to close, enabling you to go deeper and deeper relaxed. Breathing in a sense of resourceful relaxation and exhaling any tension that's getting in the way of you fully and deeply relaxing. That's right. As you breathe in and breathe out, just give yourself permission to let go of any feelings of tension, worries, or stress that's getting in the way of you living and breathing in a way that is conducive to your imagination going on a magical journey. Breathe in and breathe out. And I wonder what it might be like to fully activate your imagination. Breathing in and breathing out, taking you deeper and deeper, relaxed. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you're going on a journey. Maybe you're waiting by a station that's going to take you to an airport. And maybe imagine catching that flight to another airport, taking a train from that airport, maybe to a different city. And I want you to imagine arriving in a big city where you're being greeted by someone that is looking forward to seeing you. Maybe you get off a train and you can see them and they can see you, and there is a feeling of excitement, anticipation, positivity. And imagine traveling to a place where you can relax. Imagine that you're now in a room with a very comfortable bed. Feel your head on the pillow. Imagine your body sinking into a soft mattress. Maybe there's things you notice around you. But fundamentally, as you breathe in and breathe out, just allow your body to really sink into that mattress. As I count down from 5 to 1, you will imagine drifting off into a deep sleep where your imagination is even more vivid and powerful than it normally would be. We're going to unlock the inner artist within you. 5, feeling deeper relaxed. 4, eyelids getting heavier. 3, arms and legs fully relaxed now. 2 and then 1, imagine falling asleep with your head on that pillow in that bed, feeling deeply relaxed. So relaxed you drift off into a deep sleep, and in that deep sleep, I want you to imagine you are arriving at an exhibition of an artist that has long since gone. Perhaps, as you see the pictures on the wall, you appreciate that this is a famous artist. Perhaps someone like Van Gogh or someone of that prestige. I want you to get a sense that inside every artist is a bit of craziness, and inside every crazy person is an artist. But fundamentally, as you look at the different pictures on the wall, I want you to connect with the idea that beauty can be found in anything. Beauty can be found in a sunflower. Beauty can be found in a chair, a tree. Beauty can be found in a meadow or a forest. And then I want you to imagine that you're not just seeing this world through the pictures. I want you to imagine experiencing this world. Like you can turn your head and be in this universe, this world created where everything is art and art is everything. A virtual reality where everything you look around is art and you experience through the eyes of an artist. Imagine that immersive experience taking you on a journey where it's almost feeling like you're in the south of France, seeing a haystack, a church steeple, a conifer, seeing sunflowers and seeing the birds in the sky and feeling that connection with art and beauty. I want you to get a sense that within this world is a doorway, and as you go through this doorway, I want you to find yourself back in that same room where you see yourself lying fast asleep on a bed. But I want you to see that you are there with 3 imaginary friends just within your imagination. And if you wanted to, you could even give them names. English names, or perhaps not English names. Maurice, Mario, Minoir. Whatever names come to mind is exactly the names these imaginary friends should be, but just imagine that these imaginary friends have one function: to make you smile, to challenge you, to enable you to experience new experiences, to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Imagine these 3 imaginary friends are there to make your life more interesting in some way. And you don't know exactly how they will do that. But just know that whenever you experience something that you've never experienced before, that is an unforgettable moment. A time in your life that you can visit whenever you want, to remind yourself that new experiences and new sensations are always possible. And then imagine that you're walking down canal sides, seeing the reflection of buildings in the canal. Imagine eating food that you link to a particular city, giving you a sensation of something new, something that connects with good feelings. Imagine drinking something and feeling the feeling of that good feeling that comes from the combination of taste and memories and sensations and smells all in one. As you get a sense that these imaginary friends are helping you take your life in the very direction that means that sometimes good things come from painful experiences. Sometimes just an idea that pops into your head feels like a good moment in the time and yet can lead to regret or embarrassment. But all these things are part of a journey, a story of evolution, of progression, of growth. I want you to imagine that you're now no longer in this place. You're in a large nightclub, surrounded by people, yet feeling connected to the sound of the music, the rhythm, feeling a desire to dance, not because you have to, but because you want to, and the feeling of your body mimics the feeling of your soul. I want you to get a sensation that you feel happy, joyful, sense of fun. Feel your facial muscles smiling as you connect with all the fun experiences that you've ever had. And I want you to get a sense that tiredness does not exist here. Only a sense of being mindfully in the moment, creating memories, and enabling you to unlock that playful part of you that enjoys just doing things for fun, not through career and work and problems, but just being in a moment and experiencing good things. I want you to get a sense that there are magical moments when you least expect them. Perhaps a street performer singing a song that you didn't expect. Or perhaps discovering a secret park you didn't know existed. Sometimes the moments that you don't plan are exactly what was meant to be there. And allow your mind to wonder what else is possible when you least expect it. Before you leave this place, tap into one idea. And that is that life is a story. And you're part the character and part the author. And what if life, if it isn't to create the most magical story? As you then find yourself back in the moment, listening to my voice, no longer in the story, but seeing the book of the story that you're writing, getting a sense that there are many chapters that haven't been written yet. And you have the ability to decide what those chapters are. Imagine closing the book, finding yourself back in your body as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're in your body right now. As very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling optimistic, positive, feeling that your imaginary friends are always around to help you live the most magical story possible. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.